Hello, this is Benjamin John Pope, and this is the first tutorial in HTML, hypertext markup language. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up the folders first. So this is a tutorial you need to watch, and it's great that you are watching it. We want to go to our computer and then go to documents, and you can call it whatever you want. So we call it HTML website. I'm just going to put training there. I'm just going to put training because obviously I keep working on the same website while I'm teaching you. You then want to create another folder and call it IMGs, which means images, which is obvious. Right, now you want to create a new text document and call this text document, we want to call this text document home page. Right, that's it, set up your folder. So we'll go to this and we'll get straight into it. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this text document to create a really simple HTML document. We'll start off slow and build up our skills along the way. So you start by writing the HTML tag, and when you have tags that open and close, I find it quite useful to write them both. You then need your head tags. Now the head tags hold stuff like meta tags, which is used for SEO. It holds your CSS, cascading style sheets, and what we're going to use for the first piece within the head is the title, which does have a closing, opening and closing, and we're going to write our first web page. Right, just to test that out, this now, the title should appear on the tab of the web browser. So if I press File, Save As, and you need to remember this, save it as the same name and type in the extension .html. Save the file, and sure enough, here in the folders we set up is a HTML document. We'll open an HTML document and nothing's there at all, but at the top on the tab you can see our first web page. So that's the first thing you'll learn. Now you notice that the page was totally blank. We're going to give the page a body now, and the body, believe it or not, is obviously the design of your main page. So the first thing we want to do is we want to give it a paragraph, which is P, and it does have a closing tag, so does the body, and there's a various amount of type of headers. It goes from 1 to 5, I think. but we're going to type in header 2 and close that tag, header 2, and in this we're going to write our first body text. Let's file, save as .html, save, overwrite, open it again, and here it is, our first body.txt. But that is bold and a size set by the computer or the HTML document, or you according to cascading style sheets. But what we're going to do, we're going to say heading 2, and I'm just going to show you, if you get rid of the heading, it will still be there. File, save as .html. It will still be there, but it will be just normal text. So let's go back and we'll make it header 3. So header 3 will be a little bit different. So file, save as .html, save, overwrite, and it's going to say, see, it's gone up a little bit more in size. So that's the first paragraph. Now what I'd normally do is put this in a table, but we'll learn about that in the next lesson. But I'm going to put a horizontal rule, which is, it doesn't have a closing tag, it's just one line. So file, save as .html, save, and it should have a line underneath it now, and there we go, there's a line. And I'm gonna, the way you actually develop web pages is with colour, mainly with HTML, and the pieces you put in are normally images. But we're going to go into the body now and type in bg color equals green. You can say green or white or black, etc., but you can use color codes. So the first thing you need to search in is defining colors using defining colors in HTML. So write that down and go and search it in Google. We're just going to test this because this should make all the background. This should make all the background green. So homepage.html, save, yes, and there we go, all green all of a sudden. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that totally out, but remember background color, that's a good one to remember. We're going to file, save as homepage.html, and for the first lesson I think I'll leave it there, but I'm going to give you a piece of code that allows you to place in images. So beneath the horizontal rule you want a new paragraph, which is P and closing tag P, and then you want img source equals, and we know we've got the imgs folder, so imgs, but what we want to do is we want to use an image. So I'm going to go and grab an image a minute. I'm going to grab just a bar that I made in, so documents, and we're in HTML website, aren't we? Training. Here we go. So in your IMGs folder, you need to create your own image or get any image you want and write this code: IMG source equals IMGs, which refers to the folder, and the name of my image is, you need a slash, control paste, that's the name of my image, but you need the extension as well. Mine is .png, it could be .jpeg, .gif, but we're going to save as the text document to go back and start working on this. Save as HTML, and the bar should be there now. So refresh it, and there's the bar. And now this is set at 1,000 points. What I need to do, and I didn't shut that down, IMG. I didn't shut the IMG down, but it still seemed to work for some reason. Hold on a minute. You shut it down with the little cross, but what you want to do, you want to say width equals 100%, and now file, save as, homepage, save, yes, file, save as, homepage.html, yes, save, yes, refresh, and there we go, 100%. Now you can also do the height, and what I tend to do is use pixels, so there's no percentage, just use a number and it'll be pixels. So file, save as, .html, yes, refresh, and there we go. We got our first piece of design. So I'm going to save that file, save as homepage, save, yes, and I'm going to leave the tutorial there, and I want you to go around and mess about with different colours and colour ratios according to searching, defining them in HTML according to Google. I want you to go and grab images and mess around with the size of them, use a horizontal rule, and lesson 2 will be about using tables, and then using the same as what we've used, like background colours within the tables, and using different tables to put table rows and table columns within itself to set up the page to design HTML websites. Thank you for listening.